Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the presentation on student life here at the University of Lethbridge, particularly with what we have to offer for graduate students. So I'm Kayla. I'm actually here on behalf of the experiential coordinator in the School of Graduate Studies, Stacy Levitch, who is unfortunately not able to be here. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Thrive Professional Skills program. We want to support you as graduate students here at the University of Lethbridge, and the Thrive program is one of the ways that we do that. So the Thrive program not only gives you the skills to be successful within your graduate program, but it also gives you transferable skills to take with you after your program. They're skills that are essential for 21st century employability and that employers really look for. So whether or not you're going to stay in academia or if you're going to move on to the professional workforce, we're going to try and give you the skills that you need for that, as well as throughout your graduate program. So there are 5 key aspects to the program. The first is that the program provides optional opportunities for graduate students to develop different sets of skills. That being said, you don't have to attend any or all of the sessions. It's completely up to you as grad students. The program also emphasizes student choice. So each student has the freedom to choose what skills they want to enhance or develop. We also encourage you to take ownership of your own graduate journey and your professional development. And we encourage you to do this by providing self-assessment, self-reflection, and self-evaluation. We also help you document all the progress that you make. So we help you with your portfolio and document the skills that you are gaining through the Thrive Professional Skills program. You will also receive recognition for the workshops that you attend. So you'll get a certificate for attendance, things like that. Before we go any further, does anybody know what transferable skills are? Any ideas? Yep. That's exactly it. Hit the nail on the head. So there's skills that you learn in one area, so grad school, for example, and you take them and you transfer them to another area, such as your professional career, etc. So examples are communication skills, problem solving, leadership and teamwork, management, research, and just emotional and interpersonal skills in general. So the way that the program works, I was one slide behind. Okay, so the way that the program works is that it's composed of the themes up on the screen here. So we categorize the workshops into 3 transferable skills domains. So that's teaching, research, and your career or professional skills. And the workshops cover 5 different areas. So communication, project management, professional research and ethics, 21st century employability, and information retrieval and management. So the workshops are based on not only what academia seeks, but as well as what employers are looking for in future candidates. So you'll develop skills that keep a number of different career paths open to you. The focus of the workshops vary throughout the student life cycle and throughout your graduate program. So we try and help you every step of the way. Examples of the different types of workshops that we offer are understanding intellectual property, introduction to EndNote, SHRC and NSERC grant writing proposals, time management workshops that's put on through MyTax, networking and job search opportunities, and thesis writing bootcamp. That's just a very few examples, but there are a number that we do offer. So you might be asking, why should you attend these workshops? Why should you get involved in this program? As grad students, you're going to be very busy with research and other opportunities, as well as hopefully having a little bit of fun. But what's in it for you? Career planning and skill development isn't something that just happens at the end of your program. It's something that you have to develop throughout your graduate program. So you'll develop skills that complement your discipline-specific knowledge and in many ways help you communicate that knowledge afterwards and throughout your program. You'll also develop robust transferable skills such as teaching, research, career, and professional skills. Another question is that we do offer a lot of workshops throughout the year. And you might be asking how to decide which workshops are applicable to you, which ones will be more beneficial to you. So there's a few things that you're going to want to consider here, and we can help you with that as well. So number one, you want to complete a self-assessment and ask yourself where you're starting from, what skills you currently have, what skills you need to develop, and we have lots of tools online that will help you do that as well. You'll also want to create an action plan. So based on the skills that you want to develop or enhance, we can help you target specific workshops that will help you develop those skills. You can also ask for assistance from your supervisor, who might have good ideas of what skills or workshops you need to go to, as well as the other campus resources that we have. Finally, you'll also want to document all of your accomplishments. So not only do we give you certificates of attendance, but we can also help you with your CV and developing that as well. Before I hand things off, sources of information is really important. How you get the information about these workshops and don't miss out on important opportunities. So the main thing is our newsletter that goes out weekly. If you're not enrolled in the program currently, you won't have access to the newsletter, but you can email us to subscribe to the newsletter now. You can also visit our website to the calendar page. It lists all workshops from now until the end of the year and into the future as well. We also heavily use social media, so jump onto Twitter and follow us or like us on Facebook to get all of the important information. That's it for Thrive Professional Skills. I've also included some bookmarks at the front here for more information, as well as Stacey Levitt's business card. So if you do have more questions, feel free to contact her if you'd like. And I am just going to hand things over to the Graduate Student Association president.
Thanks for coming. And I have given you like a brief introduction of us at the welcome remarks this morning, if you were there. And I'm going to give you more details about who we are as a Graduate Students Association. Okay. I would like to start with an overview of our association. So in Alberta, we have this legislation that stipulates that every post-secondary learning institution should have an association for graduate students, which is the Graduate Students Association, or the GSA. And we were the GSA in the University of Lethbridge was incorporated in 2002, so until now we are already 14 years old. And our membership includes all the graduate students registered as the University of Lethbridge. So the moment you register yourself as a graduate student, you automatically becomes a member, and you pay certain fees to maintain the operations of the association. And also what we do includes three major parts: advocacy, student engagement, and student services. Starting from the advocacy part, just a quick tip that all the universities in Alberta have such an association. So we may have different day-to-day operations, but what we do are pretty much the same. Here, the three parts: advocacy, student engagement, and services. And in terms of the advocacy part, first within the university, we send representatives, graduate students representatives to a majority of university operation committees, governance and operation committees. So in this way, we can, as graduate students, we can stay informed and our voice can be heard. We can raise all the issues from the perspective of graduate students at all those meetings. Yeah, and at the provincial level, right now the U of L GSA is a member of a provincial lobbying group called ABGPAC. This lobbying group represents the interest of the entire graduate students population in Alberta. Primarily those 4 research comprehensive universities, U of A, U of C, U of L, and Athabasca. And most graduate students, and a particular detail I would like to mention is within the university, most graduate students, we're not only students, but also employees in the university. Most of us, if you become a graduate student in the future, will work as a TA or RA, teaching assistant or research assistant. So the GSA as an association, we negotiate with university every 3 years on a document called a collective agreement. So in this case, the GSA actually works as a union for all of us, for the graduate. In this document, we stipulate that what kind of things like a safe working environment and minimum wage, so things like that. And this document is also public on the GSA website. So if you are already interested in knowing more details about that, just go on our website and you will find all the documents you need. Yeah. And that's about the advocacy part. Primarily, it's within the university and the provincial. That's an easy way to understand it. And the next part is I named it synergy because personally, I think the involvement or engagement from graduate students is very important to our association. So what we do to enhance the engagement is we have regular GSA events to encourage students to just come, and at first these events are all free to you as long as you are graduate students. And with the purpose is to promote, multidisciplinary communications, to just provide a platform for students to meet each other. Well, as a graduate student myself, honestly, I kind of believe that most graduate students are usually extremely busy. We work in labs, work on theses, many other obligations. And our kind of busy schedule sometimes prevents us from simply socializing. Just kind of creates a lack of time and also motivation to socialize, to make friends, or to simply enjoy the beautiful coulees in Lethbridge. I have been here like over a year now, and I own, let's say, 3 times. I kind of walked in those coulees. It's really pretty, but I just don't have time. And so our biggest GSA, one thing I need to particularly mention here is, as I was talking with you guys individually, we have this biggest event all the year around. It's called Meeting of the Minds Conference. It's usually held in March, and the submission call will be out in November. So if you are a undergraduate student here, as the gentleman sitting over there, and you have independent, let's say, independent project, independent study, so you have, we've also open, it's primarily for graduate students, but the conference is also open to the entire population in the university. So if you want to try it out, let's say, it's just a very friendly platform for you to try your presentation skills, academic presentation skills. So submit your paper. We will have faculty members or your peers to review your paper and give you suggestions, feedback. And it's all in a very mentoring, very friendly atmosphere. So I would like to encourage you to get involved, as early as possible. And one unique, I would say this conference is pretty unique, even compared with those bigger, larger scale external conferences. It is its interdisciplinary feature. So let's say my area is management. Whenever I go to a conference, I meet management people. But this conference we have on campus here at the University of Lethbridge, it's for all the students. So it's on this platform, you will have opportunity to talk with students, graduate students from other disciplinaries, and you can also other disciplines, and also get feedback from professors from other areas. It gives you a lot of different inspirations, different ideas, and how to go further on the academic part. And so other featured events include coffee and coolie walk and the international potluck. So most of the GSE events are very light, very fun. So just we want to, as I mentioned earlier, that it's just a very good opportunity for you to meet new friends and enjoy your life as a graduate student as much as possible. And besides that, we also have some event services available to graduate students. And to name a few, for example, we distribute U-Pass for all the graduate students. And so it compared with the regular rate you can get from the city transit, it's a very good deal for all the graduate students. And so it gives you, an opportunity to go on exploring the city. And I think most of us are not local from Lethbridge, and just especially for international students, it's also kind of very important, very helpful. And another thing I want to mention is awards. We also distribute several awards to graduate students. Those awards are not big, but they are opportunities for you to help you out. For example, our travel awards, when you go on conferences and you want some financial support, it is an opportunity that you can explore. And last service I would like to mention is we have that, of course, called First Impressions program. It is like I think some of you may have already heard something about buddy program. It's like when you decided to register yourself as a graduate student, we will pair you up with a senior student. So we will be able to provide you more information, like help you to settle down here, settle in the university or in this city. So it's just something that we do as much as possible to help you to navigate your life as a graduate student here. And other many services. And the last piece I would like to mention is, as mentioned earlier, that we would love to have involvement and engagement from graduate students. It's not simply that, well, you can participate. The first one is you can participate in the GSE events, just come and enjoy yourself and make new friends. Well, we would love that. And also, if you want to get more involved, we have many other opportunities, like the second one, ex-office members. It means, just a quick example, for example, some people I have come across with some students who are pretty passionate about how to promote the mental health of graduate students because of the workload, pressure and stuff. Well, we do have certain positions that can put you in, in those committees, organizations, associations that you can kind of contribute in this course, mental health course, and there are many other examples. And you can also become a GSE representative. Right now, we have at least one representative from each faculty, so you can represent your fellow students in your faculty on the GSE Council. And also, sure, you can also, next year, I'm still here, so next year you can apply to become a GSE executive. We have 3 executives, myself, the president, and the VP Student Life, and VP Finance. So if you are interested and you can spare the time, just come and apply. The nomination, I think, will open in February. It's probably too early to give you that piece of information, but let's say, yeah, you can get involved as early as possible. Oh, there it is. Well, just to summarize, well, I kind of give you a lot of information. Well, you don't have to remember all the details. But I think at this moment, I would like you to remember that this U of L GSA is an association that makes your life as a graduate student as easy as possible, easier to navigate and more enjoyable. And also, you won't be alone, like with such an association in place, you won't be alone in your graduate journey. We provide you opportunities to interact with your peers, with your mentors, and even community members. And last but not least, the entire association will work as your backup in situations when you need institutional support. That's all I have for today. Yeah, thanks for listening. If you have questions for either of us, yeah, please let us know. Yeah. Probably for me first. Do you guys have questions in terms of the GSA? Nope. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.